YESSS Great One. Lol. Nice one babe, okay sign.
Alright, welcome back everyone. Hello again. It's me, it's Cheese. You're watching more Earl and Cheese. And today, today, we're going to try to actually beat this freaking game. We are right there at the end. Right there at the final fight of Ys. Book 1 and 2, Chapter 2, I suppose. The very end. So, the only thing is, we were throwing our head at it kind of last time. As far as, I don't know, or, I say we. Me. I was throwing myself against it last time. Just really trying to beat this freaking boss. And I think what I've come to understand is I really do need the last level. I need one more level. I mean, I don't need it. I could maybe beat it without. But I'm just gonna go grind. We're just gonna go grind and get that last level. Let me go ahead and take this all the way out. I think it's just one more level. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure we just got one more level. Okay. Let's get on over to the gameplay. Boom. Oh, and Make sure you have volume up. Okay. Hello. Is that not working? Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Technical difficulties. This take me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. Oh god. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I just got to restart this whole thing. It's just how it goes. Okay. We should be back now. Yep, here we go. Okay. Boom. Sorry. Technical difficulties. All right, we'll jump right into this thing. Like I said, we're right here at the end. I might be screwed if I can't warp back. If I cannot warp back to like a previous town. We will see. We will definitely just have to see. All right. I'm here. Okay, so first of all, gonna take this. This is kind of loud, isn't it? Hang on. Turn it down just a little bit. Okay. Actually, no. What are we doing? Wrong. Return. Yes. Can we? Oh wait. No, wrong thing. Okay. We want to go all the way back to Rance. It works. Yes. Hopefully we didn't like screw ourselves by doing this. I mean, the developers had to have thought this through, right? Okay. Either way, it is now time for us to mow down some enemies. I think last time, actually, we just got out fire. And I think we can just sit down here and just mow them down with fire. Not even have to move. Make it way easier on us. I know we're going to go through magic, but we can definitely get this magic back. It's so easy to get magic back. Yeah, so we have just another, what is it, like, sorry, math. 2,500 experience to get. Are we actually getting experience from all these dudes? I feel like we might not. No, we're getting experience from them all, I think. Yeah. We're making jumps. I mean, this should be the most efficient way. I mean, there might be a better way to get experience. I don't know. I don't really know. We could go, I don't know, maybe we can go... We'll see, at this point, what are we getting? Like, 8? About 8 experience per, you know, shot. I feel like it's still the best rate. I've played this game once before, and this was the same method that I used before, was just grinding this basement. And maybe it takes a little bit long. Also, you know what we could do, actually? Can we? Yeah. Is that increasing their rate of spawn, too? It seems to be. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we've just increased the rate. I mean, you know, this might take a little bit, but like I said, I think this is just the easiest and quickest way, in my opinion, to get that experience. Oh my gosh. It's not even rendering them all. I'm just going to have to keep regularly hitting B. Or I guess it's actually A. I don't really know. Either way, I guess while I do this, I'll just kind of ramble on a little bit. So this is it basically for East. It's just, this last level and then the boss fight. I will admit the boss fight, it's super stupid. I don't know if you watched the last episode. If you did, you're awesome and amazing, and I love you. But yeah, the last episode was just painful. It was just so painful. You just have to dodge and weave the entire time. I know I'm not going to be able to do it in one go today. It's going to take me a couple goes. Probably at least 2 or 3 game overs is kind of what I suspect. Just because, number one, the placement when he teleports is completely random. And so, he can go just across the map the entire time, just like, or, across the little stage just the entire time. And it's just completely BS, and you just can't get a hit on him. And then sometimes you get really lucky and he just stays in a corner and you just keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. The dodging of the little orbs that come at you, like I think they're like fireballs or some shit. It's fine. I think I've gotten better with it. I'm gonna have to shake off some rust, obviously, whenever we start this. But it's just a lot of weaving. I think the main thing is it's just weaving the entire time and then taking strikes when you can. That's really the tactic. And being a little bit more bold in the first half when we actually have magic armor. Because what happens is you start with... what am I trying to say? You start with, you have however magic you have going in. And you have a shield that you can use to negate all of the damage from his little orbs that he sends out at you. So at that point, you're not taking any damage, but you're losing magic power pretty rapidly. It just drains, and when the orbs hit you, it actually drains quicker. So you just don't want to get hit at all, but eventually you will lose that magical armor. And I don't know if it's possible. I mean, it might be technically possible to kill him before the armor runs out, but generally speaking, he's going to outlast your armor, and so there comes a time when you just have to duck and weave the entire time. Now, maybe with this last level, we'll actually get to the point where we can hit him hard enough that maybe we can blast, I don't know. I just don't know if that we're going to be able to, if he's going to, hang on, if our armor will outlast him. I don't think it does. But that's fine. As long as we outlast him. We can still take some damage here and there. We're going to have to try our best not to. But as long as we hit him, take his health out at a higher rate than ours is, I don't know, it's going to just be, we'll have to see. I have faith. This might be a little bit shorter of a stream. You might be, well, I don't know, if you're watching this later on and you see that, wow, this is actually not a very long stream. That might just be the case. I really don't know. This is all just going to be finishing up this game. I mean, we're only 15 minutes in and we're already at 98,840 basically. We should be able to get to the next level in like another, 10 or so minutes? 10, 12 minutes? Or less. I don't know. And we did increase the speed. But yeah, I just want to finish this game. I have loved playing this game on stream, don't get me wrong. This is definitely one of my top tier RPGs, honestly. It's just a fun little one. I personally enjoy the PC Engine version the best. or TurboGrafx, whatever you want to call it. Just because it feels very complete. It feels very well put together. The music is very nice. The character design is very, true to form. You can always go back and play the PC 88, PC 98 versions, or like the Super Nintendo version, and they're fine. But I really just enjoy the PC Engine version. I think it's just, or Turbo, whatever. Either way, I do love this game, but it has kind of dragged on a little bit, and I'm ready to kind of swap gears. We've already started another game. We've beaten 2 other games in like the past like at least month, and so we are definitely getting to the point where we have some other games that I want to put in the mix. One of them is I've already started a playthrough, let's say, of Zelda: Link to the Past. So that one's in the pipes. I am going to be pulling that around more, in the coming streams. And then I do also want to start a playthrough of Emerald Dragon for the PC Engine. It's a recent fan translation. Hasn't had a translation in over 3 decades. And I am very excited to kind of start that. And then I have some plans for that stream in particular and those upcoming streams. So, just keep that in mind. But then I have one more. One more video game that I want to add in the mix. And I've been thinking about it. I think I will put it up to a poll. I might do a poll on the old Discord. And just see what everybody thinks. I have a couple games in mind. And I want to see, what, people would want to see the most. And, I don't know. I just want to keep it fresh and kind of keep a good little variety. Obviously, it's like 2 RPGs, probably a 3rd RPG, maybe just all RPGs. But I still want them to be like fun, enjoyable titles. I don't want to do like all Ys or all Zelda, but I do want to come back to these series. Maybe after A Link to the Past, we'll actually come back and play Ys 3. That'd be a really fun one. Because I do want to kind of try to be somewhat, what's the word? What am I trying to say? Sequential with the Ys series. I just want to play as many Ys games as I can, but then also get to experience them, just in like a very organic way, I guess. Which I know, like if I really wanted to, I should go back and play like the original Ys 1 and 2. And I think they actually just did get a full English translation on the PC Engine, on the or the PC 98 or something like that. But I don't know. Like I said, this is really where it starts. Maybe one day I'll go back and I'll do that. But until then, this is the version for me. Also, we are getting there. We are 60 away. And then we'll have hit 100,000 experience in the final level. I think it's the final level. Yep, because then it won't. Yep. Alright. We are out of here. Look at all those monsters. Alrighty, man. Look at that. 999999. I sound like an angry German person. 999. 9. Which is funny because you say that, and I feel like everybody thinks of Hitler in that one scene from like the World War II movie or whatever. Features him. I don't know. Either way, like somebody portraying him. And he's saying that, and he's like banging on the desk. He's like 9, 9, 9, and it's like, then you say that, and I feel like people are like, "Oh, you're referencing Hitler." It's like that's literally just German. It's just the language German, or the German language. Sorry, but I don't know. I just think it's funny that the letter 9, or oh my god, my brain, what's going on? The number 9, excuse me, is the same word for no in German. It's spelled different, but I know. But you know what I'm saying. Also, can we teleport? Do we still have the teleport? Oh no, we have fire right now. Now we can teleport. Which I guess we just want to go. Well, there's a Rhoda nut, I think right here in Burn Village. Yup. A strange looking nut. I could say something right now, and I don't think I should. Maybe I shouldn't think dirty things or say dirty things. Alright, let's eat this Rhoda tree nut. Hell yeah. Alright, and get another nut, because it's apparently just an endless supply. Right here in this little nook between these 3 rocks. Just conveniently. Now we go ahead and warp again to the goddess castle, which unfortunately takes 20 of our. Well, we could just use the nut right before, because there's no need in keeping it at the very end. So yeah. Hang on. I can't. Oh, you know what? I kind of remember. Okay, no, yeah, we're going the wrong way. We are definitely going the wrong way. And you know what? I totally screwed up. Let's go to Rami. Oops. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the way. Also, do you restore my magic power? No. I thought somebody here did. Transform. I'm sorry. The meeting has finally finished. It seems that the wizard brought something. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about all that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me pass. I appreciate it. All right. We need to go ahead and put on the golden pendant and then get ourselves over to Meow and straight through and then through here and touch this one. And now we're through? Or no? Or no? Maybe it's this one. Yes. That looks more... Yeah. I was like, no, that's not the way. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. How low can you go? 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 It's my remix for this song. Also, I think I'm just going like all the way this way. Hey, little demon dude, you can't get to me. Haha. And through here. Through here. There we go. Alright, now we just skip through all this stuff. God, this music. And then I wonder, we just come out, and we just go through here, and go through here, and oh, okay. I was so worried they were gonna block me, but you can go behind them. Okay. Reach the final battle. Yep. All right. Can you like restore my magic or anything? Adol, my love. And what is this room for? You know what? Nothing. Alright, yeah, we put on the goddess's ring. But so, what is this room? What purpose does that room hold? Alright, I tell you what, we go ahead and save here. Which I think actually... Yeah, hang on. It's right up here actually. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and use the nut. Oh. Yes, I want to use the nut. Sorry. Alright. And then we want the goddess's ring for protection. And then we want the magic shield. Or magic of shield, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. Oh, alright. There we go. In we go. Yeah, and see our magic's already draining. Oh, and we got it. This guy's gonna monologue. I mean, he may or may not. Let's see if he does. Yeah, here it comes. Okay.
I am pure evil.
He's pure evil, guys.
My followers and I were born from the dark magic of the Black Pearl.
I'll turn this up if you haven't heard it.
I am the living epitome of terror and destruction. You don't stand a chance against my forces of decimation. I shall crush
Okay.
and consume.
There we go. That's it. All right, and now... Oh, God. All right, so now we can... Oh. Okay. Also, I think we're still on fast mode, which, I mean, that's fine with me. I'm... Also, are we actually taking... Are we really... Oh, God, we're actually doing a lot of damage to this guy now. We've got him down past health, or past half. That's awesome. Okay, now we're going to start taking damage. I swear, if we do this first time, just because of that last level, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, okay. We have 0 magic now. Oh, it's just okay. Everyone's face sparkles with happiness. Fina and Lair, the descendants of the 6 priests, and Lilia are all waiting for you. Adol, you did it! You've overcome the impossible. My full name is Tarf Hadal. I am a descendant of the ancient priest Hadal. Your fighting skills are dazzling. What a joy to see you slash Darm to oblivion after he had ripped our lives apart. I must admit, however, I was still a bit worried about the powers of the Black Pearl. But when I heard the shattering sound of the crystal, I knew our lives were safe. So now we can enjoy our peace and freedom without the looming presence of doom. I know I should be smiling, but I can't hold back my tears of joy. Tarf, please don't cry, or you'll make me cry too. My full name is Maria Messa. The wizard Dales wanted me as his sacrificial lamb. He thought my cries of anguish would bring the other descendants out of hiding. The reason why I didn't die was because of the protection of the priest's bracelet. The demons were frantic in their attempt to exterminate us. They believed that they had awakened the goddesses. They knew that they had to kill us, or they themselves would face annihilation. So they began sacrificing the villagers in a process of genocidal elimination. The peace is now returned to our world at the cost of many villagers' lives. So we will build a memorial on top of the belfry to commemorate their courage. Adol, by gosh, you did it! The translations are crazy. I knew you could from the first time I met you in Ramia village. We all felt you were the chosen one who would lead our land to freedom. By the way, I'd like you to come to our village soon. Everyone wants to see you. Evan is getting better, and he wants to congratulate you on your success. It's me, Keith. You probably didn't recognize me without my pale green tint. Since you eliminated the source of evil, my green goon curse was lifted. Oh, the goon curse. Now I can live as a human again. What a horrific experience I've had. Really thought I would die in Burnland prison. My life passed in front of my eyes, and then I focused on a single moment. I remember watching a beautiful sunset with my dear sister. She remarked on how she believed that not all the goons were bad. Moments later, we were ambushed by a pack of demons. The next thing I knew, she lay dead at my feet. Aww. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rain on this celebration. This is a time for joy and happiness. Let me express my appreciation once again. Thank you very much. Adol, you've done a great job. I can remember watching Darm Tower from the ground. Suddenly, I saw a bolt of light burst from the top of the tower into the skies. I never imagined that the bolt was actually you. You are a leader. How did you get up here? You're a leader of men and model courage, Adol. We need a soul like yours to inspire our devastated land and restore our prosperity. We need your help. Please stay with us in Asteria. Adol, you were wonderful. Let me tell you about a strange dream I had before coming here. In the dream, a mystic voice of harmony told me to go to solve the shrine. She told me that the great land of Ys was coming down from the skies. When I awoke, I looked up to find Ys right in front of me. I rushed into the shrine because I knew you must be in great danger. It was then that I gave you the silver harmonica. Adol, you have changed our lives. It was the magic power of Ys that kept the land floating in the sky out of harm's reach, and it was from the same power that the evil was created. Opposites born from the same source. Magic is mysterious indeed. We created the magic to make a better life, but we allowed ourselves to be manipulated. How ironic that we could be controlled and terrorized by our own innovations. We sometimes allow our materialistic greed to overcome our simple needs. The only real need we have is love. Anyway, the peace is back. We should all be grateful. Oh, by the way, Colin was looking forward to seeing you. Oh gosh, we have more. Oh, Adol, how glad I'm to see you. I was awfully worried when you started out on your final battle. And now you are back alive. I... Let it out, Lilia. I know you've got a crush on Adol. Oh. Come on, go for it. Oh, please, Goban, don't embarrass me. Our land was ripped apart over 700 years ago. We haven't seen our relatives since. You have provided us with this remarkable reunion. This is a most marvelous day. Now that the magic power has been removed, our presence here is no longer needed. It's time that the people start believing in themselves. Before we subside, we will make sure that only we, the goddesses, control the magic, and that the people will have peace and happiness forever. Oh, that's why my magic's gone. Throughout the coming ages, we'll never forget about you, Adol. Fina and Adol are gazing into each other's eyes. Well, I guess we should let them be alone. That's a good idea, Maria. Well, Adol will be off now. Good luck.
Oh, Adol, I don't know what to say. How can I thank you for saving me? The basement of the shrine was such an eerie place. After that, I went to Jeva's house. I met a lot of people that I never knew before, and I learned a lot about the wonderful world of East. But the best thing that has happened to me is that I had a chance to meet you. For the first time in my life, I was able to speak with the heart of a girl. It is hard to feel human when your soul is of a goddess. Well, I must go. Lair is waiting for me. Adol, promise that you'll always remember the girl in me.
Crazy. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and turn this back down. Just in time. Oh my goodness. Wow, we're only at 40 minutes. Well, we get to enjoy this little, FMV. I don't even remember what this is. I think this is the girl from the first game, I'm pretty sure. And now East has landed back on Earth or whatever. And I don't know, like the magic is gone or whatever. And that means that like the demons can't terrorize the people anymore. Or no, wait. Am I wrong? Also, I just gotta make sure this doesn't show any nudity. Okay. Okay, there was no nipples. I got really worried for a minute there. They took that out for the American release. So anybody, YouTube or anybody coming for me, there's no nipples. It's crazy. I've been playing some other RPGs, and I think it's just in American culture, it's very, I don't know, for whatever reason, nudity is very, very taboo in any sense. And it's so taboo that it's like extremely raunchy when shows do it, and you see like actual tits on screen or whatever. But even to the point where like, art gets censored that has, nudity in it or whatever, like say like a woman's breasts. And I don't know, I just find it so funny that also there's East. See it like landed back. But yeah, there's some RPGs that I've played where like, you just have like an enemy here and there for whatever reason that just is like a female presenting enemy that has, some honkers and they're out, and there's nips on or whatever, either way. Or I don't know, there's some other ones that I can think of off the top of my head, and it's nothing like inherently sexual, I feel like. I think it's just more or less, I don't know, kind of a design choice. I don't really know, but it's not like incredibly provocative, I guess. What am I trying to get at? It's just it's definitely, it has some strange, like I don't know, it's weird placement, you know, sometimes, but I feel like I could definitely not stream that on YouTube or whatever. Or I don't know, maybe I can. I mean, like, okay, for instance, there's a Mado Monogatari, I think is the name of it. I can't remember which one. Oh, look, he's dancing. It's like the kindergarten one for the PC Engine once again, and they have a Tanuki or whatever, like the kind of Japanese like raccoon bear looking thing or whatever. Tanuki, is that what they call it? Either way, the character model just has straight up just balls, just big old balls, just hanging down, you know. And here's the thing: is that's just how they're presented in like typical or traditional Japanese like renditions of the Tanuki or whatever, like lore based, like, you know, I don't know. It's a whole thing, right? It's a whole thing. And I've seen streams of that on YouTube, so I'm guessing like to a certain degree it's whatever. But like it's just so funny how, I don't know, like something that I feel like is not normally innocuous in one culture is like completely forbidden in the other culture, you know? But it makes sense. Okay. Well, sorry, I've been blabbering on about nudity in RPGs. When in reality, yeah, here we are. We did it. We beat this freaking game. So yeah, this is gonna be a short one. A really short one. I might actually play some Minecraft after this or something. I don't know. Or you know what? I have some time before Earl gets home, so this might just be a small one. And then, you know, end it kind of short, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're good. And then we'll come back later for another stream. Which I don't know. I kind of want to do Pokemon. We might just do Pokemon. All right. So I think that's it. Okay, I think it just ends on this screen. I think that's it. I think it's one of those where it just ends there and you can't do anything about it. So, cool. Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll go here. Cam only. All right. So, yeah. That's East Book 1 and 2. I'll blabber for a minute. I mean, shit, we've got time. We got plenty of time. You know, I found this game a while back. And I don't know, I had never played East before. And I was getting into the PC 88. And I was trying to, like, I was looking for RPGs on the PC 88. And I started hearing about Ys, and everyone's talking about Ys. Go play Ys. So I start doing some research and everything, and I found out how to play Ys for the PC 88, and obviously it was all in Japanese. But I was so intrigued, especially the intro. The intro still, and like the graphics and everything. Oh, you can't see that anymore, but like the representation here. I'll just go back to this. I love like the artwork here. Which way am I looking? Yeah, like the border, like the English ivy border, and this goddess with the long flowing blue hair, and obviously the English text is the translator, what they're, you know, going with. But, you know, it's like this very swirly, rustic looking text, and I love the fantasy aesthetic, but done in their own way. I guess that's another thing about Ys is, I've played Zelda, I've played Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, I don't know, many other RPGs and video games nonetheless that are all fantasy based. And at a certain point you know what to expect, and there are some that do not deviate at all from, fantasy in general, like that core fantasy. It's like goblins, elves, dwarves, I don't freaking know, spiders and bats in every cave, and there's very typical stuff, wizards and castles, and it's still okay. I'm still okay with fantasy. I don't mind fantasy stuff. But then you have a game like Zelda that comes around, and Zelda is so special because it had its own tone that it set for kind of this fantasy stuff, where it had this underlying bedrock of this fantasy setting, but then they layered on top of that with a lot of lore that was derived from Japanese mythology and from maybe like Hindu mythology and Christian mythology, and all these other things, and then their own spin on all that, and all the enemies and everything. Like, it's, they've really been able to cut their own slice of that fantasy pie, if you will, and make it their own. And Zelda's its very own thing. And I grew up as a huge Zelda fan. So then getting into Ys, I enjoy its freshness, and I enjoy that it is wholly different in its own way, both in feel. The first two Ys games were just like a completely different feel from all the other games at the time, because it's not turn-based. It's not a complete like hack and slash or whatever, like an action-packed game, which, it was very limited at the time to make those kind of games anyway. It's top-down, and it was this like brainchild between arcade games and RPGs, and it was like, how do we make a fast-paced RPG that also seems fun, and the fighting isn't like too intense, like a boiled down way to fight. And what you end up with is something where maybe it's not super skillful, maybe there's not so much as like a skill level to it. Maybe it's not so much like extremely thought-provoking, or you know what I mean? Like, it's not like not thought-provoking. That's not the way to describe it, but not like overly challenging to the point where it ostracizes certain groups. I feel like Ys is definitely one of those games that it's enjoyable at all ages. It has a lot of different parts to enjoy of it, but both the plot line and the characters, and the graphics of the map and the music. It's multifaceted. It's very much a competitor to something like the Zelda series, or the Final Fantasy series, or Dragon Quest, or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. I've really fallen in love, and I love the fact that Adol
3 raiders
is.
from Garrett the Legang 94X have joined.
Thank you so much. Well, it seems as though you've come in at just the wrong time, unfortunately. Thank you so much for coming in, Garrett.
Raids, Tomb Raid, Garrett 9 Hyperlegend, Garrett 9 Hyperlegend, Garrett 9 Hyperlegend, Garrett.
Welcome.
We're coming in Tomb Raid, Garrett 9.
Oh my
Peace
goodness.
Out Legend, Garrett 9, Peace Out Legend, Garrett 9,
Peace Out Legend.
The Legend of Raids, Tomb Raid, Garrett 9
Oh, we got more.
Garrett 9 Hyperlegend, Garrett 9 Hyperlegend, Garrett and the crew are coming in Tomb Raid, Garrett 9 Peace Out Legend, Garrett 9 Peace Out Legend, Garrett.
The voice
9,
chat
Peace
is
Out
so
Legend.
crazy.
Lol. Sorry, bro.
No, don't worry about it. It's hilarious. I love when it's like trying to read all that shit out. I wish there was a way to where it didn't read out all the emojis, but nonetheless, it reads out every single one of them. And you know what? I've gotten to the point where I'm fine with
Hi,
it.
cheese.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Well,
Wore out, bro.
yeah, you were streaming for a minute. Do you just stop?
6 hour stream.
6 hour stream, dude. Damn. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's crazy. Where did you get? How far did you get in Pokemans? Did you get? I'm sure you got that 5th gym badge. I had to check out because I got done with laundry and then went back and ate lunch with my wife and then went grocery shopping and then got home, had to do more things and then stream, and it all worked out. It's only it's 4:20. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. 6 hour stream, bro. That's crazy. That's so much Pokemon. But that sounds fun. I bet you're worn out. I bet you're ready to like not really look at a screen for a minute. Or at least not have to like do this for a minute, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just finished up with Ys. I didn't know.
Got to Cinnabar Island, beat Koga and Sylph Co and Sabrina, and the
Nice.
went through Sea for Ohm Cave and made it to Cinnabar Island.
Nice. Damn, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of progress. Koga and Sabrina and Sylphco and went through Seafoam Cave. I mean, damn.
Yeah, I'm starving, lol.
I bet. Yeah, man. Get yourself some lunch there, or almost at dinner time now. It's about dinner time. Yeah, I bet you're starving. Did you even eat lunch? I feel like did you make it? You
Lol, yeah, dinner time.
You streamed like right through lunchtime. It would seem. That's crazy.
No lunchtime.
Damn. You're working over hours. You're taking your lunch break and you're working through it. I've been there. I know how it is.
At a chip before the stream.
Nice. One singular chip. Just and then you're good to go. That's awesome. But yeah, here, let me put it back over to the camera. But yeah, this is it for Ys. Now I got an open slot. Well, I will say this while you're here, Garrett.
Congrats on beating the game, though.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot easier with that last level. So maybe the last time I streamed, I shouldn't have tried to fight him like 8 times in a row and die each time, and I should have just gone back and got that last level and then came back, and I would have been able to do it in like half an hour. But here we are. But yeah, since you're here, I do have something. I'm going to give you a little heads up on something I'm going to do on the Discord. So we have, I beat 3 games in like the past 2 weeks, and I'm starting Link to the Past, and then I have 2 other slots, basically, if you will, that I want to fill with games. One of which is going to be a translation of a game called Emerald Dragon for the PC Engine. Just came out. There's an English patch that just came out not too long ago. First time it's been translated in 3 decades. And I'm super excited to play it. Sounds like a kind of cool little RPG, and I'm really interested in it. But then the third game that I want to introduce, I have some ideas, and I think I'm going to just leave it down to a poll. So I want to go make a poll on the Discord and have everybody vote. And here, tell you what. How about we do this?
Oh wow, 3 decades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, like, sorry, brain. Come on, brain. It's been in the works for a minute, and there was a Super Nintendo version of the game as well that came out that was translated a little while back. But from what I understand, the different ports have, various differences, in general. And the PC Engine one is supposed to be, I don't know, the superior of the 2, I guess. So I'm excited. But, okay. So I have some ideas for the third game that I want to play. And, all right, I'm just going to lay them out. Like I said, I'm going to do a poll on the Discord, but I'm going to let you know ahead of time. And I feel like I might know what you want. Maybe. We'll see. So, our options. Drumroll. Drumroll. Our options for the third game is going to be Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, so the second KOTOR game, which I'll have to make sure is working, but that's a definite option.
Why?
That's a good one, right? Trials of Mana for the Super Nintendo, Seiken Densetsu 3, really, really cool RPG for the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom. That has an English translation. It's been out for a minute, but it's a really cool game. Or Chrono Trigger for Super Nintendo, really cool RPG. Highly, highly recommended RPG. Probably one of the best out there, just hands down. The Oblivion remaster for from Steam, the new Oblivion remaster. I'm considering starting a playthrough of that, even though I know that's going to be a big one. Or Chibi Robo for the GameCube. I want to do a playthrough with the widescreen hack and see how that works. And those are the options. So yeah, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Trials of Mana, Chrono Trigger, Oblivion remaster for the PC, or Chibi Robo for the GameCube. So those are going to be the new. One of those 5 is going to be the new upcoming game for the streams.
Heard Chibi Robo is fun, and also heard that Oblivion Remaster is good.
Yeah, they're all great games. I started playing through the Oblivion Remaster, and I got really busy with RPGs, and I completely shelved it, so I don't remember hardly any of it, and I just, I dip my toes in the water. That's about it. So I know hardly nothing about it, but I played the shit out of Skyrim. So I love Skyrim. I'm sure I'm going to love Oblivion too. I'm excited about that one. Chibi Robo, I played the hell out of as a kid. I've beat it, I think, twice now, or 3 times maybe. Either way, I really want to play it on stream for the first time. I've never played it on stream, and I know there's a bunch of people that have never watched it all the way through, or played it, or seen anything about it, and it is so much fun. It is one of the best GameCube platformer RPGs, and it's just it has so much for it. It's so much boiled down in this game, and you play as a teeny tiny little robot in a huge house, and so everything's blown up like Toy Story. It's basically Japanese GameCube platformer Toy Story, and you play as a robot, and the characters are engaging, the puzzles are engaging, the plot's cool, really pulls you in. There's tons to do. There's so much to do in the game.
Okay, gonna raid and run.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You're so good. Well, thank you so much for the raid, man. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, just, be on the lookout on the Discord. I'm going to post that poll sometime soon. Probably right after this, honestly. But yeah,
Peace.
And then see you, man. I'll see you in another stream, hopefully very soon. I will be back tonight, so I hope you maybe see you tonight. Either way, have a good one. Get you some dinner. But yeah, and then the other 2 is just going to be Trials of Mana. So Seiken Densetsu 3 is the original name. Fantastic Super Famicom game, RPG. And I played it before, but there are multiple playthroughs you can do because there's 9 or so, I think maybe actually 6, 6 or 7 main characters you can play as. And you can, choose whichever one's the main character, like the main plotline focus. It's a really cool game, so I'm really excited about the possibility of replaying that one on stream. But then also Chrono Trigger, which Chrono Trigger is, in my opinion, hands down, definitively one of the... It's basically, in my opinion, the pinnacle of like turn-based. It's like not quite turn-based, but it's like action point-based. It's like timing. I'm just gonna say it's turn-based. It's not really turn-based, but it's basically a turn-based RPG, right? It just has like a time aspect where like you have like a recharge meter. Either way, it plays out really well. And it's just like the pinnacle of turn-based JRPGs from like that era, from the Super Nintendo era. Like, I don't know. There's plenty of great Super Nintendo and Super Famicom RPGs, and great RPGs from other platforms of the time too, and around that time. And there's so many that you can go to, and there's so many that people praise all day, every day. But the one that I feel like just reigns supreme and has a reason to, and has so much invested in it, is Chrono Trigger. It is both one of the greatest RPGs and then also one of the most criminal, because they never made, like they never expanded beyond it. Like, they made Chrono Cross, which was also a good PlayStation game, but Chrono Cross really didn't tie the two well together, and it left even more open questions at the end of the game. But then they never really went from there. I think there's like a couple other little Chrono Trigger things here and there, but like, it's just a title that will forever live in kind of this like fame and infamy as being like this amazing piece of art and an amazing RPG and just a solid game that I would recommend to anybody that wants to try an RPG, especially like a JRPG from the Super Nintendo. Chrono Trigger. Play Chrono Trigger. It's a great game. I'd be hard pressed to say you won't enjoy it. Unless you just hands down don't like RPGs at all, you will enjoy Chrono Trigger. It's great. And it's ported so many times to so many different platforms. There's even a Steam port, so go check it out. But there's also, like I said, the fact that it's just so singular that you in the game and you just want more. You just want more Chrono Trigger. There's so much that's there, and then it's gone. It ends at the very end, obviously, right? But then that whole world that you were just exploring and all the characters and all the stuff and everything, that's it. That's the end of Chrono Trigger. You know what I mean? So I love that game, and I would play it over and over again. But yeah, maybe one more time for a stream. Either way, that's the options, and that's the stream. I've been blabbering on long enough. I'm not trying to push the time or anything. It's still going to be really short because we're only an hour and 5 minutes in. So, it's, it is what it is. But I'm glad that I beat this game. I'm glad that we got to the end. We got to ramble on a little bit, hang out, whatever. And that's going to be it. And that's going to be the beginning of a new title. Either way, we will be back tonight with more Pokemon. I do have a lot to do, so, there's that. We'll see what we can do tonight. Either way, just stay tuned for the Discord poll whenever that's up, and then we'll decide, that third game. And that's it. Thank you all so much for being here. I believe it was just Garrett and Mrs. Legend. So thank you all both for chatting today at the very end of the stream. But thank you anybody else who might have been watching. I appreciate it. Anybody who's going to be watching later, thank you all so much. And I'm going to end it here. I will see you all in another stream until then, y'all take care. I'm going to actually put on some music coming out of here. But thank you all so much. And I will see you all very, very soon. All right. Bye. Have a good one. Peace.